1, Tetris. And they're off.
And we're underway. 18 starts for all of our players. Makes sense. It is the best way to consistently score high. Though these players have no problem playing on both 19 and 29 speeds, so expect to see that more as the qual session goes on. So far, our top qual, Big Dave, at just over a max out. New personal best in qualifying for him. Incredible work, but it might just be bested easily by some of these players. So right now we're seeing TetrisTime, a bit of an awkward stack, some holes on the side. Excellent flip to fill that hole. Some misshifts might cause some trouble, but on 18 speeds, these players are almost invincible. Clean board for TetrisTime, just needs that bar. Wow, incredible bar timing, gets it over. 2 Tetrises for TetrisTime, 71,000 through 16 lines. Lil Dave on top, bit of an awkward board as well, getting it cleared up. 17-piece drought, gets the bar in the well, but it's not going to be a Tetris. Still got a lot of cleaning up to do. Dirty Tetris for Lil Dave. Well done. Oscar at 115,000, 91% Tetris rate, playing excellently, 92% Tetris rate through 26 lines. Top out from Tarzan. This is A01 qualifying, so the difference between what you're used to seeing and this is just your best game. So these players are well capable of going beyond max out pace. So if the game isn't looking good, it makes sense to restart because you just want to get that best possible game instead of salvaging a subpar game for a max out. TetrisTime keeping it going. Some awkward placements at the top of the board. Clears it up easily for a Tetris. Lil Dave, 150,000. Ooh, hangs an L piece. Should be able to get out of this, but that does create some unwanted burns. Oscar continuing to play very efficiently, 93% Tetris rate through 43 lines. 230,000, currently leads the pack of the initial games. Similar line count for all players. We're looking at 224,000, make that 247 for TetrisTime, almost 60 lines. Oscar's game going a little bit slower since he's keeping that stack low. 52 lines, 92% Tetris rate, and that's going to go up a little. 300,000 for Oscar, 269 for TetrisTime. Excellent transition pace for players that are well capable of going beyond 29. I was actually watching Lil Dave and TetrisTime practice yesterday. I saw both of them score 600,000 post 29. A little tough pill to swallow as someone whose personal best is well below that and has never scored a Tetris on 29. However, it was very impressive to watch. More Tetrises for TetrisTime. 77 lines, 73%, make that 74% Tetris rate. Excellent transition pace for Oscar and TetrisTime. Lil Dave falling a little bit behind, 49% Tetris rate. Clean board and scores a Tetris. Tarzan, awkward board, but the pieces are coming just right. He should be able to get this cleared up. Clean board for TetrisTime, already at 400,000 through 89 lines. Make that 430 at 93. Excellent pace, and this could be, in the first game, our new qualifying best. Seemed like we were seeing a lot of droughts fitting for the Phoenix Regional in our last qualifying session. Doesn't seem to be the case here. Seeing players pretty much getting the bars when they need them. We had an early top out from Tarzan, but he's back on pace, 246 through 63 lines, approximately max out pace. Oscar setting up for a dirty Tetris. Needs the bar, he's at the top of the board. Has to burn it down. Doesn't get the dirty Tetris because of the burns. The piece timing just wasn't right. But he's still alive, 75% Tetris rate. On pace for a decent transition. Meanwhile, TetrisTime, 506. Make that 529 coming up on transition. About to see our first level 19 transition. Creates a bar dependency. Could be tough. I trust him to get out of this, though. Bar dependency on the left is going to be worse than a bar dependency on the right. Some call that a Tetris well, depending on the situation. And a Tetris for TetrisTime. 557. Looks like he's going to transition with a Tetris. 581. Excellent transition for TetrisTime. Meanwhile, Oscar about to transition himself. Gets a Tetris down. 557. We could see an even better transition score. Oh, looks like burns are going to get in the way of that. Oscar still on pace despite the burns for an excellent transition. Meanwhile, TetrisTime, level 20, got some holes in the stack. This is a lot tougher than level 18. If level 18 speeds could be called 60 miles an hour, level 19 speeds, that's 90 miles an hour. And level 29, that's 180, folks. See some shout-outs in the chat. Random with Titan and Fifi. How's it going, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Awkward board for Tarzan. He can get it cleared up. TetrisTime, 607. Pace has fallen a lot since 19 speeds. Almost Tetris ready. Bar comes at the wrong time. Lil Dave catching up significantly. Haven't checked on him in a while. We're at 155 lines, level 21. Gets a Tetris, clean board, 695. Now in the lead. Of course, these players aren't racing each other. They're just simply trying to get the best score within the hour possible. It's different from the max-out qual system that you may be familiar with. Typically, players need to get as many max-outs as possible, with the kicker being the best score that they get that was sub-max out. However, this AO1, average of one qualifying system, allows us to see players play well beyond 29 because it's in their best interest. Oscar, 767. Lil Dave, 755. Level 23 for both those players. Relatively clean boards. Still some distance between now and 29. They've got time. Tetris for Oscar. Lil Dave playing high at the top of the board. 19, 20, 21-piece drought. Where's the bar? Gets the bar for a Tetris. TetrisTime, maintaining a clean board. 889. Highest score on the board so far. Bar dependency for TetrisTime. Gonna need to clear that up. Makes it one higher. Gets the bar. Fills the next dependency. Tarzan gets a 424. Top out on level 22. He's going to raise his hand. Reporting 424, 517 for Tarzan. TetrisTime playing high at the top of the board. This is tough. Even for the best, this is difficult to get out of, and that's going to be a top out. 933 for TetrisTime. Is he going to report the 933? Will he raise the hand? Okay, no score reported for TetrisTime. Lil Dave, 979, on the verge of a max out. That's going to be a max out. New highest score. Oscar, also over 1 million. Can he get 1.1? Setting up to transition into 29 cleanly. The board is pretty awkward to move into 29 speeds. However, all four players were practicing 29 speeds, and we're into 29. Lil Dave. Misshift, but he can get out of it. Awkward board for Oscar. He got the 1.1. Lil Dave got the 1.1. 1.13 for both players. Awkward boards on level 30. I don't know if Lil Dave can access that left, and that's going to do it. 1.13 for Lil Dave. New highest qualifying score we've seen today. Oscar continuing into level 31, 250 lines, 1.15. This is nearly an impossible board, but he's burning it down. Gets the bar to the left. Hopefully the pieces come a little bit easier. He can burn this down. Level 32, 1.169. TetrisTime with an awkward board on 18. Lil Dave and Tarzan just getting started. Tarzan with a good start, 91% Tetris rate. And Oscar continues to burn it down on level 29 speeds. This is 3 times faster than level 18 speeds. Ooh, awkward placement. That Jay could do it. Can't get to the left. 1.198. New highest qualifying score for Oscar. All right, let's check on our players in the middle of their level 18 starts. TetrisTime with an awkward board. Both the left and right are tough here. Wow, got the L at the perfect time there. He's setting up for a Tetris. This would be crazy. This is already an insane dig, but to get out of it with a Tetris would be unbelievable. The bar just can't come at the right time. The dig continues. Excellent, dirty Tetris for TetrisTime at the top of the board. He's still at the top of the board. Pieces are coming a little bit better. Oh, and that's going to do it. TetrisTime with the restart, though that Tetris was very impressive. Meanwhile, Tarzan, 313,000 through 72 lines, 72% Tetris rate. Solid pace. He did report a 424, so it looks like he's on pace to beat that, especially if he can transition to 19 and score some points, and also get some more Tetrises before that transition. Plenty of lines and time to go for Tarzan. Oscar, a bit of an awkward board. I don't think he'll have trouble getting out of it, but it is going to cost the Tetris percentage. Pieces come at the right time, and he gets it down easily. Board is clean for Oscar. Tetris ready. Drought almost came at the perfect time to get in the way, but no issue. Lil Dave staying clean. TetrisTime, after the restart, looking at a 95% Tetris rate. Bar dependency doesn't bother him. Gets another bar for the Tetris. Very high Tetris rates from our players here on 18 speeds. Lil Dave, 277. Make that 300 through 57 lines. Excellent pace. Though for these players, they can play so long on 29 speeds that a lot of times the best score is just going to come down to how long they can go on 29 and if they get some Tetrises along the way. All four players here absolutely capable of it, from my understanding. And we've already seen some excellent 29 play, both from DMJ or Lil Dave and Oscar in the previous game. Just checking on chat here. Shout out to the chat. I know you guys may not have seen me before. I am a little new to the Tetris scene. This is actually my first competition, and it's been excellent. If you are watching at home and you're considering going to your first Tetris competition, I highly encourage it. Even if you're not a maxed out player, even if you don't have a 500,000 PB, like someone I know, it's totally fine, and you'll have an excellent time. I highly encourage it. The CTWC staff have been very friendly and supportive. Again, even for those who are not as good as the players that you're watching right now. Lil Dave, 428. Make that 430 through 92 lines. Excellent transition pace. Oscar, also on a great transition pace. Same with TetrisTime, 97% Tetris rate. Don't want to jinx it, but he continues with another Tetris and no burns. TetrisTime sets up a bar dependency. Again, doesn't bother him at all. Has to burn a little bit. Not a problem when you already have a 94% Tetris rate. And he's going to bring that back up with another Tetris. This could be an excellent transition. Tarzan already broken his score from earlier, 580. On level 22, plenty of time left to score points. Lil Dave and Oscar approaching transition. Lil Dave already at 525, continuing to play efficient. Excellent setup and tuck from Oscar to stay clean. Fills the bar dependency, gets the Tetris. 506, Oscar through 113. Lil Dave, awkward board at the top of the stack. He should be able to get out of this, but it's going to cost some efficiency. But when you already have 532 pre-transition, you can't worry about that too much. Tarzan continuing to score Tetrises on 19 speed, 687, shattering his previous best from earlier. TetrisTime maintaining efficiency, 90%, almost 600,000 at 111 lines. Incredible efficiency on display. Big drought for Tarzan. He had the well open, but the bar just didn't come in time. He can burn this down. Still plenty of lines left to go before 29 speeds. And again, these rollers, 29 speeds is not an impediment to them. TetrisTime looked like a dirty Tetris there. Staying efficient, 608. Lil Dave and Oscar have transitioned. Didn't quite see the exact transition score. We're looking at 670 for Lil Dave through level 21. Oscar, 605 on level 20. Dirty Tetris for Oscar, and he gets the stack clean again. TetrisTime, 659 transition. Unbelievable transition pace for TetrisTime. Got to clear up this left side. Wow, the pieces are not coming the right way. Just the wrong pieces at the wrong time. TetrisTime getting the cleanup done. Pieces are coming a little bit better. Tarzan tops out. 807 right after the transition. Excellent score, almost doubling his previous score that he had reported. TetrisTime, big drought, probably didn't want the bar until he opened that well there. Now he does want the bar, but he's got to fill that well again. An awkward Z-piece hang. He could still get out of this. 678 TetrisTime. A lot of burns on 19 speeds. Meanwhile, Lil Dave staying efficient. 837. Oscar tops out. It's not better than his previous best, so he has nothing to report. Let's keep an eye on Lil Dave. Meanwhile, TetrisTime tops out. Can't get out of that burn. Pieces just didn't come at the right time. Tetris for Lil Dave. Tetris for Lil Dave. We're looking at 910 through 208 lines, staying efficient. Bar comes at the right time. We're looking 944. Great setup. Just needs one more Tetris for the max out, and that's going to do it. That was my first time ringing the bell. We're going to need to work on that. Lil Dave gets the max out, 1,023,000. Staying efficient, wants to transition with a clean board, 4 lines left to go. Wow, not the pieces he wanted. Gets it cleaned up a little, fills up the left side. Could be an awkward transition into 29, but I think he's got it. Just needs to fill that hole in the center. Going for an Alex T 29 center well Tetris here. The pieces just don't come. He's not built like that. He's not Alex T. We can't all make the right pieces come at the right time. Still an excellent score for Lil Dave. That left is just too hard to fill. 1,048,000. Doesn't beat his personal best of the qual session, so he's just got to restart. But already an excellent score, 1.13. That puts him in second place behind Oscar, who also just topped out. Tarzan playing efficiently, creates a long bar dependency, but fills it right away and gets another bar for the Tetris. TetrisTime with the 100% efficiency, 2 Tetrises in. For those curious, you may have also seen me in Twitch chats as the username JRHSkate. I'm a Twitch partner, but I actually don't stream Tetris. Maybe I should get into it, but streamed Hearthstone in the past. Meanwhile, back to our players. Oscar, excellent pace, 324 through 65 lines. Just about halfway to transition, 325. I mean, that's an excellent score if he can keep it up. Big drought doesn't seem to be a problem for him. Gets the Tetris, 350 for Oscar. Lil Dave caps off a drought with a Tetris, creates a bar dependency and fills it right away. Vits, excellent Vits for Lil Dave, and the timing was just perfect on it. The bar came at just the right time. Always love to see a cool Vits. Tarzan, 285. Make that 308 through 78 lines. Excellent pace. His previous best of 807. Definitely on the table for beating that score here. Oscar continuing the efficiency. 447 through 93 lines for Oscar. Tarzan playing high at the top of the stack. The drought is not helping. 27 pieces. Opens the well at the perfect time, gets the tuck. Make that 342 through 95 lines for Tarzan. Not the best pace, but with excellent 19 play and 29 play, anything is possible. Looks like we had a reset from Lil Dave. And when your score is that high, when you've already put up a 1.13, it can make sense to reset if you don't have the efficiency, because if you don't go into 19 with a 500,000, an excellent transition, you've got a lot of work to do. So it might just be more efficient to restart in this AO1 system. However, the advantage of the AO1 system is that it provides a lot more intrigue for us as viewers, because we get to see these players do what they do best, which is play beyond 19 speeds and well into 29. They have incentive to keep going until they top out. And for me personally as a viewer, that's the most impressive. I love to see that. Bar dependency for TetrisTime, tough board, Spire, and a bar dependency. Bar comes at a good time. With a couple pieces, he can get this clean. He's Tetris ready. The bar does not want to show up. Meanwhile, Oscar, 600,000 pre-transition. One more Tetris, and that's going to be a 638 for Oscar. Excellent transition pace. Every year, the transition paces just get better and better. It's really unbelievable that players are just putting up 600,000 transitions almost every other game, it seems. Oscar continuing to stay efficient. 84% on level 20. That's well beyond max out pace. Currently at 737. Tarzan transitioned into 19. Gets a Tetris. 524 through 20 levels. 9 levels to go before the speed picks up. Another Tetris for Tarzan. Staying efficient, staying clean on 19 speeds. This could definitely be the game. Excellent adjustment to keep that board clean. Waits for the right piece to tuck. Tetris ready, and Tetris for Tarzan. 586 through 160 lines. Plenty of room left before level 29 speeds. Meanwhile, Oscar continuing the monstrous pace with a Tetris. 854 through level 23. Ooh, awkward bar placement. Looks like it was just a misflip or a double flip. Needs another bar to make up for it, gets the bar. Oh, awkward J-piece placement, wow. Fills the left side immediately, the bar came at the right time, and it was an excellent 5-tap to get it done. Big drought coming for Oscar. Tarzan with an awkward board, 21-piece drought. Oscar doesn't mind at all. Cleans it up with a Tetris. Tarzan, 681. Previous best in this qual, 7. Make that 807. So still some room to go before beating that score, but there's plenty of room left. Only 188 lines, almost 50 more lines left to go. Awkward board for Oscar. It's on the verge of a max out, but he's not Tetris ready. Meanwhile, TetrisTime has transitioned into 22, 677. Tarzan playing for a dirty Tetris, extremely dirty Tetris. Need to wash your hands after that Tetris. 731 for Oscar. Or sorry, 731 for Tarzan. Oscar tops out before the max out. He just couldn't get out of that dig at the top of the board. Excellent transition pace. The pieces just didn't come the right way on level 19. That's a tough break. Tarzan, 745. He's Tetris ready. Gets the J or the L to fill that dependency. 24-piece drought. Where's the bar? We need the bar right now. Level 28. Gonna need to burn this down if you want a clean transition into 29. Pieces could be better, but they could be worse. Tarzan, 760. Oh, tough Z piece at the top of the board. And that's gonna be a top out. Excellent effort until he got into that dig for Tarzan. Only so much you can do with those pieces. Very well played, almost broke that personal best. Again, this is A01, so players are just going for their best score. If they don't beat their best score, then they have nothing to report. Tetris for TetrisTime and another, make that 929 through 27 lines. Oscar with an extreme bar dependency on the left here. Gets one bar in, gets the other bar in. He can definitely get out of this. Wanted to set up for the dirty Tetris, but the bar came too early. That's tough. Meanwhile, 112 lines for Lil Dave, 470. Excellent transition pace, though we've seen even higher today. Meanwhile, TetrisTime into 29, gets the max out. We're still working on the bell. TetrisTime, burning it down, level 30. 1.02. Clean board for TetrisTime. This is triple the speed of level 18. So if you thought level 18 was hard, level 29, it's more than 3 times harder, put it that way. TetrisTime, staying clean. Had the well open for a second. Bar just didn't come at the right time. You can't play games with that on 29. Gets the Tetris, 1.128. He's gonna need 1.2 to take first seed in qualifying. Bar dependency down the middle for TetrisTime. Gets the bar. Clean board again. Meanwhile, Lil Dave on 19 speed, 624,000. A little behind the pace that we've seen, but again, when you can play on 29, it's not a problem. Your game only ends at 39 if we have the 39 level cap on. Haven't seen anyone get to 39 today, but we could see it with TetrisTime, so I guess we'll find out. 1.2 for TetrisTime. That is now the first place qualifying score so far today. Bar down the middle comes at the right time. 1.22 and a Tetris for TetrisTime on 29 speeds. Excellent play. Gets the board clean. Almost Tetris ready if he can just fill that gap. Playing high up on the board. Where's the bar? Gets the bar. Another Tetris for TetrisTime. 1.33. Left side's a little awkward. I don't think I'll have a problem getting the bar in there. And an easy 5-tap. Had room to spare on that one. Another 5-tap. Having watched TetrisTime in practice yesterday, this is a person who I would not worry about making any particular 5-tap. Level 39 is going to be the top out for TetrisTime. 1.4, an excellent score. It's going to be tough to beat that. That may be the top qualifying score of the day when it's all said and done. 1.4 for TetrisTime. Let's focus our attention on Lil Dave. 197 lines, gets the Tetris, 750,000. Little bit of room to go before that 29 transition. Very clean board right now. And 2 more Tetrises make that 819 for Lil Dave. Got a bunch of GGs coming in the chat for TetrisTime. Excellent job on that last game. You love to see some 29 play like that. And that is the intrigue of the AO1 format. These players, every time they get to 29, they're going to play it out. They're going to keep going beyond the max out, and so we're going to see some blowout scores that you might not see in a max out qualifying system. CTWC is always trying to find the best qual system for any particular event, so if you guys have thoughts, make sure to share them with CTWC. Do you guys like this more? Do you like it less? I think they'd like to know. As a viewer, I can definitely say that I love to see these players play on 29. Tough board for Lil Dave on 29. Salvageable with the right pieces, maybe? Oh, that left is inaccessible, and that's going to be a top out. 978 for Lil Dave. Definitely had some room with Tetrises on 29 to break that 1.4, but it would have required a lot of Tetrises and the right pieces at the right time. Lil Dave currently in third, 1.13, the third best score we've seen today. All our players on level 18 here. Oscar with the highest line count right now, 301,000 through 58 lines. Decent pace. Setting up for a dirty Tetris, and gets it. That was a column 4 Tetris. You don't see that every day. He may be setting up for another. He is set up for another, and the bar comes at the right time. 2 dirty Tetrises in a row for Oscar. And another dirty Tetris for Oscar. He's now cleared up the right side, so he can transition back to a regular well. Avoids creating a bar dependency there. And the S-pieces come at the right time to clean up that board. 372 for Oscar. He's Tetris ready. And he's going to get that Tetris. 77 lines, 395. Meanwhile, TetrisTime, blistering pace, 98% Tetris rate through 57 lines. Board is a little awkward. Tries to flip that S into place, but creates an awkward board. Well on the right side. He can definitely get out of this, but it's going to hurt that Tetris rate. Lil Dave, huge drought. Unfortunately, affects his ability to score that Tetris when the bar did come. But when you can roll that consistently, it's not a problem. 2 Tetrises back to back for Lil Dave. TetrisTime gets the J piece at the right time to fill that hole in the stack. Has to burn it down a little bit. Decent sized drought, 17 pieces, no problem for these players. And back-to-back Tetrises for TetrisTime. After that set of burns, it did hurt his Tetris rate. He's now at 83% or 446 through 92 lines. Meanwhile, Oscar gets the Tetris, 110 lines, 600,000 now through 115, and he's got room to go. This is another blistering transition pace for Oscar. Just seeing crazy transition one after another. Oscar choosing to stay efficient, does not want to burn down the board. And it makes sense when you have a transition that powerful to protect. 647, and still 6 lines to go. I mean, you can make the pieces come perfectly, but this is some impressive Tetris play. And another drought. This is so unfortunate for Oscar if you're trying to get a crazy transition pace, because at the end of the day, you need bars to score Tetrises. If you don't get the bars, you're not getting a Tetris. Excellent transition play for Oscar. He didn't get the bar, but he did everything he could. 650, make that 680 through 140 lines. TetrisTime, bit of an awkward left side. Should get it cleared up with the right piece, and he does. And the bar comes at the perfect time to fill that dependency. And TetrisTime, he's open for a Tetris. Early top out from Tarzan. I guess early depends on your perspective. For me, that would be an extraordinarily late top out. But for him, probably an early top out. Oscar, level 21, staying clean. Needs the bar and gets it. And 2 Tetrises back to back for Oscar, 823. Maintaining that excellent pace despite those last 10 lines of 18 just being really as unlucky as you can get. Tetris for Lil Dave, now at 482 through 104 lines. Looks like he misshifted the bar and it's going to cost him a few burns. Not a problem, just going to lower the Tetris rate a little bit. TetrisTime, awkward board into 19. Now on level 22, but he's getting it burned down. Pieces did not come his way to get that board clean for TetrisTime. We've seen some crazy digs today, much crazier and much higher up on the board, so not too worried for TetrisTime here. Oscar continuing the blistering pace, 897 through 25. Bar came at just the wrong time there. Tetris ready for Oscar. Continues the Tetris readiness, but the bar's not coming. Okay, finally, stays clean and Tetris for Oscar. Meanwhile, Lil Dave transitioned into 19, 600,000 points. I guess that's just normal for these players. TetrisTime, awkward board on 19. Speeds, 700,000, 25 levels in. Gets the bar in the well, gets another bar in the well, and that should clear up the board. Not Tetris ready yet, but definitely a salvageable situation. Tarzan playing high up on the board, level 18 speeds. Bar came one piece too early. I see some questions in the chat about what format this is. So this is AO1, average of 1, meaning that players simply submit their best score from the qual session. So if you beat your previous best, players can raise their hand to report that score. If you didn't beat your previous best in the qual session, then you have nothing to report, and you can go ahead and start the next game. So this differs from the max out system in which players are incentivized to get as many max outs as possible. And some of the intrigue is created by watching these players play on 29 speeds, which we can see for Oscar. He's got the max out. He's got the 1.1. Tough board on 29 speeds for Oscar. That's going to be too high. 1.14 for Oscar. Excellent score. Not better than his previous best of 1.198. We've seen some blistering transition paces from these players. Now seeing TetrisTime on level 29 speeds. Not quite at the max out, but he gets a Tetris. He's probably going to play aggressively to beat that 1.4. If the pieces don't come his way, it could be tough, but the pieces are coming his way. Another Tetris for TetrisTime, 989. Every level we go up, the Tetrises are worth more and more points. Not sure if the 1.4 is catchable, but we're seeing some excellent 29 play from TetrisTime. Pieces just not coming at the right time, and he had to play aggressive to beat that 1.4, so it makes perfect sense. Unfortunately, that's going to be a top out for TetrisTime, 999, just shy of the max out. Meanwhile, Lil Dave, level 26. Room to go before the 29 transition. 940,000. Huge drought, 27, almost 30-piece drought. Where is this bar? This is the biggest drought we've seen today, almost 40 pieces. The bar comes at the perfectly wrong time. Staying clean. There's only so much you can do when the pieces give you that many droughts. And another drought for Lil Dave. Where are these bars and why are they coming at such bad times? Finally, a Tetris for Lil Dave, 992, on pace for a max out, pre-29. Gets the max out. Still working on our bell technique, but that was a little better. 1.03 for Lil Dave. Hopefully he can get a Tetris into 29, and he does. Needs to fill that gap on the right side. Okay, clean board for Lil Dave. 1.08 on these 29 speeds.
Your bell technique's a little off.
I know. Lil Dave continuing the pace. 1.10. Clean board on 29. Burns it down. Bars can be really awkward on 29 if they don't come at the right time. You really need perfect bar timing or perfect play. There's really no in between. Lil Dave continuing to burn it down. He has now passed his previous best. This is going to improve his submitted score. Oh, excellent 5-tap. Unbelievable 5-tap from Lil Dave. And I didn't even know that you could 5-tap that high. That might be the limit right there. That's an excellent, it's 30 hertz 5-tap. If you haven't tried that yourself, go ahead and try it out. It's almost impossible. I don't know if I've ever done it. Excellent play from Lil Dave on 29 speeds. 1.17. He has beaten his previous best in qual, at least today. Awkward board, continuing to burn it down. Oh, that L piece hang is going to make the left side inaccessible, and that's going to do it. 1.179 for Lil Dave. Make sure to raise your hand and report that score. 1.179 for Lil Dave. Let's check in on our other players. Oscar. Awkward start to that 18 there. Just decides to reset. Makes perfect sense. You need a lot of efficiency to beat scores of well over a max out. And so if the game is just not going your way, it can make sense to restart and hopefully get a seed with a lot better bar timing. And sometimes more bars in general. Some of the worst seeds I've seen, I think typical number of bars into 29, somewhere around 100, maybe a little over 100. I've seen seeds with 60 bars, and if they come at the wrong time, there's almost nothing you can do. It does take an excellent player to navigate these tough seeds. We're seeing a lot of that today, especially just bars not coming at the right time for players when they need them. And last game on 19 speeds, we actually saw DMJ, Lil Dave, survive some crazy, a 40-piece followed by an 18-piece drought just before 29. That's impressive to survive that and then continue to score and get Tetrises. Tarzan stacking high, looking for his first Tetris of the game. Bar timing is just not it here. 19-piece drought caps it off with a Tetris. Now Tetris time at 101 lines. Furthest player along so far in these games. Gets another Tetris, 538 through 105 lines. Plenty of time left to go before 19 speeds. If he can continue this efficiency, we might see an even better transition. These transition paces today have been unbelievable. Tetris for Tetris time. Pieces come a little awkward. Looks like he needs to fill an S piece. Really nothing else will do. Gets the S piece, Tetris ready for Tetris time. Maintains efficiency, just one burn there. 585 through 115. TetrisTime gets the O and the J to fill that hole. And another Tetris, 631 through 123. He's got 7 more lines before transition, but he's already scored 600,000. Looks like that's going to be an early top out for Lil Dave. TetrisTime, he's got room for one more Tetris. Needs to slot that O piece in there. Really nothing else is going to do. O piece comes at a great time. Tetris ready. Playing high up on the board, but not too high up for a roller. Just couldn't get the transition. Would have been that 680, but the Tetris comes immediately after. Excellent transition, though, for TetrisTime. There's only so much you can do. You can't make the bar show up. You just have to be Tetris ready when it comes. 732 through 20 levels for TetrisTime. Chad is saying that average number of bars is low to mid 80s, so I may have been looking at some favorable seeds. Under 30 bars on 18. Now, yeah, that would be pretty crazy. And that is a fascinating part of what makes classic Tetris so interesting, is that it's almost truly completely random. You know, in other Tetris games, you can prepare a little bit for what's to come, but there's only so much preparing you can do for a 40-piece drought. At some point, you have to expect that a bar is going to come at some point, or you'll never score a Tetris. And that creative balance between understanding when to burn, when to play aggressively, just makes for an excellent spectator game. 906, make that 936 on level 24 for TetrisTime. Could be a level 25 max out with efficient play and the right bars. I had to say something. That's a 23-piece drought for TetrisTime. Doesn't bother him at all. Back-to-back Tetrises, and that's a max out. The bell is getting better every time, so I appreciate your patience on that. We're working on it. Only Fractal can manifest long bars. I would say Alex T can manifest long bars too. Watching those back-to-back-to-back-to-back Centerwell Tetrises at the World Championship, something about those long bars, they came at the perfect time. Something that needs to be studied for sure. TetrisTime continuing the blistering pace, 1.15 almost into 29. He's got lines left to score Tetrises on 28. Another Tetris. Fills the dependency with a bar. Another Tetris. Now we're at 1.2 into 29 for TetrisTime. Previous best was the qual record today at 1.4. A Tetris on 29. This is excellent pace. This could absolutely break the 1.4 that we saw earlier, also from TetrisTime. Looks like an early top out from Lil Dave. Oscar and Tarzan staying efficient. Tarzan with some awkward center well, but a super dirty Tetris, and he's set up for another. 19 transition could be tough. Meanwhile, TetrisTime 1.349. One Tetris might be enough. The bars are just not coming, and when they do come, he didn't need them. He's getting the board burned down. Level 32, so much time before 39. We do have level 39 cap on for these games. TetrisTime is Tetris ready, and he slams the bar down. 1.42, breaking his previous qual best from earlier today. .43 TetrisTime. All eyes on TetrisTime. He is Tetris ready, but there's a 22-piece drought. Where's the bar? And there it is. Level 35, almost 1.5 million. Another Tetris. He gets the 1.5. Can we see the rollover? Another Tetris for TetrisTime. 1.57. One more will get the rollover. 3 levels left to go. And there it is, the rollover for TetrisTime. 1.6 million points. And we're not done. 1.66 million. Another Tetris for TetrisTime. An awkward piecing, but it doesn't stop him from getting a Tetris. 1.7 million. He's got 2 levels left to go. He can burn this down. 1 level left to go. He's just got to go all out for Tetrises. Only Tetris stacking. Gets another one. 1.76. He's Tetris ready. Gets another one. 1.8 million points. He's not done. He's Tetris ready. Gets another one. 1.86 million points. Level 39 speeds. I don't think we're going to see anyone break that score today. Unbelievable pace throughout that entire game. Into 19, into 29, post 29. That's textbook Tetris right there. 1.866 million for TetrisTime. Waiting for the GGs to pour in from chat. We're going to need all your GGs in chat right now for that game. You know, I like to go golfing with my dad. When I go golfing with my dad, every time he says, if I get a hole-in-one, that'll be the last golf shot I ever take. If I got a 1.866, I might just retire. But TetrisTime, I think he's not done. Excellent play for TetrisTime. Just need to catch our breath and take a second after that incredible play. Seeing some efficient play from our players here on level 18. Lil Dave, DMJ, 78 lines, 376,000. Oscar just started his game, creates a bar dependency and fills it. Built up on that right side, so it's going to take some burns if he wants to get a right well Tetris here. Setting up for a dirty, which makes sense. He's going to get it. Dirty Tetris Oscar. Still an awkward board, but he can set up a column 1 Tetris to get out of this. Just need the bar to come at the right time to transition it back to the right well. Didn't come at the right time there, but on 18 speeds for these players, playing on the left well is no problem. Even good DAS players don't have too much trouble playing off the left well if they have to do it. And Oscar's going to clear that up. No problem for our rollers here. 214,000 through 44 lines. Looks like the 1.866 just came through in the Twitch chat, and they're going crazy. GGs are pouring in for TetrisTime. Excellent job. So we're still not over that incredible score. Tarzan setting up for a center well, but needs the right pieces to open it back up. Super dirty Tetris. Tarzan, 300,000 through 97 lines. Lil Dave waiting for the right piece to fill in that left side. He's just not getting the right pieces here. Finally fills in that, but it just creates another dependency. Gets a Tetris to burn it down. Finally clears up the board. Lil Dave, back-to-back Tetrises, 593. Looks like it's going to be a 600K transition if he can score a Tetris with the next line clear. Unbelievable transitions today. Didn't get the bar in time for a 600K transition, but I feel like the skill was on display. We saw everything we needed to see to know that he could have gotten it if the bar came. Lil Dave, 650, 19 speeds.
Coming up next, folks, we're going to be bringing another match to the stream. Just give me one moment as I decipher who my two lucky players shall be.
Keep in mind, these level 19 speeds are not easy. A Vits, excellent Vits from Lil Dave. These 19 speeds are not easy. This is 50% faster than level 18 speeds. And if you've ever played on level 18, it is not as easy as the players make it look. When the pieces all go in the perfect spot, because they know where to put them before they even show up, it makes it look easy, but if you've ever tried it, you know it's very difficult. These players are playing excellently, not just TetrisTime with the 1.8, but also Oscar with the 1.2 nearly, and same for Lil Dave. Sizable drought for Lil Dave. Clears it up with a Tetris.
Give me 1 second, folks.
Got a dependency. Fills the dependency with the bar, Tetris ready, and gets the Tetris. Meanwhile, Oscar coming up on transition. Awkward board, not the best left side. Some holes in the stack. Still a decent transition pace, 454. 4 lines to go. Probably not going to get a Tetris into 19, but he is bringing the board down. This is a height that he can probably deal with. Oh, hangs the O piece, unfortunately. Sometimes the speed change can just catch you off guard. He can burn this down, but it's going to be tough. This is really high up on the board. 3 minutes left for our players, so get in your games. And if you're going to restart, give yourself some time. Give yourself probably at least 30 seconds to restart your game. Ask me how I know. Oscar, level 21, 500,000. Fills the bar dependency on the left, no problem. Clears up the board with a Tetris. Staying clean. Lil Dave, excellent 19 play, 987. Continuing to score Tetrises, and he's Tetris ready. Tetris Lil Dave, that's a max out. I think we're getting pretty good with the bell. I think we're getting somewhere. A little bit of awkward piece placements and a dependency for Lil Dave. Managing it well. Wanted a bar down the center, but it didn't come in time. Now this is tough. Only a couple lines to go before 29, and you just want that board a lot lower than this. If the bar comes, you can clear it up a little bit. 2 bars. Okay, with the right side open, this is something that you can burn down on 29, but it's not easy. Oh, and he misses the 5 tap. Gets in the way of the other 5 tap, and that's going to do it for Lil Dave. 1 minute, 30 seconds, players. Start your next game. Get comfortable. Looks like TetrisTime is taking my advice and just calling it there. Totally agree with that. Rest your head, King. You did excellent. 1 minute left, players, so. Lose now or don't. That's your choice. Oscar on 19 speeds, level 26, 866. Probably going to need some 29 Tetrises to catch up to his previous best of almost 1.2. There's a Tetris for Oscar. Keeping the board clean, another Tetris, 933. About 270,000 points to catch his previous best from earlier. Drought doesn't phase him at all. Ends it with a Tetris. Some tough piece dependencies makes the board a little awkward into 28. Ooh, and a piece hang. That could be tough. Makes the left side hard to access. Excellent piece placement from Oscar. Ooh, S's and Z's on a flat board. You hate to see it. Good burns. He's got 1 line left. Oh, and that's going to do it. Just a misshift. Last game, players. Last game. Okay, so this is going to be the last game for our players. Looks like TetrisTime is going to score 6 points. That's about 1.86667 million shy of his previous best, give or take. An excellent showing from TetrisTime. 1.866 million. Going to be hard to beat for our players, but this is their chance. Ooh. Nice T-flip for Oscar. Bar dependency on the left, not a problem. Gets it filled. A little bit of an awkward board during a drought for Lil Dave. Tarzan smoking TetrisTime's previous game with a score of 29 to the previous score of 6. Awkward board at the top of the stack. This is going to be tough. Oh, misshift on the T. That's going to do it for Tarzan. 789. 100 times higher than TetrisTime's previous score. So that's something to be proud of. All this tournament needs is a medium Dave. I agree. We have Lil Dave. We have Big Dave. We just need a medium Dave to round things out. And while we're at it, we could get an extra small Dave and an extra large Dave. Okay, so we're down to Lil Dave and Oscar. Both need to score about 1.2 million points to improve their previous best from today. This is A01 qual system, so it's not about the number of max outs, it's just about the best score that you can get during the qualifying session. Oscar gets a Tetris, awkward board, bar dependency and O-piece dependency. Fills the bar dependency, nice flip to clear up the O dependency. Board is still pretty awkward and he's got to stick with it because again, there's no restarting. This is our last game. DMJ gets a Tetris, coming up on transition. A little behind some of the blistering paces we've seen previously today, but that really doesn't mean anything when you can play all the way till 39. There's plenty of room to score those points and get over a 1.2. DMJ Tetris ready. Oscar, tough board, but he's burning it down. Double well for Lil Dave. Doesn't get the bar to fill it efficiently. Tetris for Lil Dave, 409. Oscar, excellent solution given the pieces to clear up that awkward board. A little bit of a weird J placement at top. Shouldn't stop him though. Tetris DMJ. Coming up on transition, 436. Let me see, can we get the top match going? Oh. We're not set up for that. My bad, guys. Uh-oh. Sorry, let me go ahead and fix that. My bad. Just wanted to switch to the 2-player cam. My bad, guys. Got the 2-player cam going. We'll adjust that camera placement for you. Okay, we are into 19 speeds. DMJ 524 through 150 lines. Again, these players need to score over 1.2 to top their previous best. Currently, we are watching the number 2 and 3 seeds from qualifying today. Tetris DMJ, 587 through level 22. Hangs the bar on the left. No problem 5-tapping the bar to get it past the other. Tetris for Oscar into the transition. Now at 132 lines, 488,000. Ooh, dirty Tetris for Oscar. Well done. And it clears up the right well as well. And he's Tetris ready again. Tetris DMJ, 668. A lot of room left for our players, but also a lot of score left to go. Just a reminder, guys, that if you want to support our players, we do have a Matcherino where you can donate to the prize pool. If you want to reward our players for their excellent and crazy Tetris play that we've seen today, go ahead and look at the !Matcherino command in the chat. And we appreciate your support. The players appreciate your support, and it helps us keep putting on these events. Tetris DMJ gets the bar right before the next Tetris is set up. Gets another bar, no problem. 832. Not the craziest pace for either player, but with 29 play, they can absolutely best the 1.2 Tetrises. They just go up and up in value as the levels climb. Awkward bar timing for Oscar, not a problem though. 876. DMJ setting up for a clean board into 29. Setting up for that center well Tetris. Just doesn't get the bar in time, but gets it on 29. Lil Dave, 936. Needs a clean board and a couple Tetrises to beat that previous best of 1.2. Oscar, 40 lines to go, 815 with some more Tetrises. He could be on excellent pace to break that 1.2. DMJ not phased by 29 speeds, continuing to burn it down. This is the typical strategy when you have a lot of lines left on 29 to beat the score that you want to beat. You don't build up for Tetrises and wait for them to come. You just need the Tetris to happen naturally. If the pieces aren't right, you've got to burn it down. Excellent Tetris for DMJ. This board is still high up. He could get out of this, but it's going to be difficult. That O-piece hang could do it. Fills the bar, needs to get something to the left. Oh, just no room to get it to the left. But he does get the max out, so we'll ring the bell. An excellent showing from our players, and Oscar is still going, 987. He's on the precipice of a max out. 1.02 for Oscar, that's going to be a max out. Oscar has already secured the second seed based on the fact that Lil Dave DMJ did not beat his previous best. So Oscar, he just needs to score 800,000 more points to take first place. Awkward Z-piece saying, and that's going to do it for Oscar. Maintains that second place with a 1.074 million points. Let's give a big round of applause for all our players qualifying. They did an excellent job. They put on a show for us, and we got to see some crazy, crazy post-29 play, especially that 1.866 million from TetrisTime. That's going to be a hard one to forget. Looks like the bracket's going to start at 2:30, so make sure to stay tuned and watch for when that comes up. You've been watching CT1. This is your commentator, Jack. And we're getting a view of the event right here. There's TetrisTime, your 1.866 score, and there's me, your commentator. You may have also seen me online as JRH Skate in Twitch chats on occasion. I'm a big Tetris fan. Not the best player, but I'm working on it. As you could see earlier today, just broke my personal best. And I think that's going to do it between now and our bracket. Make sure to support the Matcherino. If you want our players to receive more prize money, that's how to do it. The money goes to our players when they win. And the more money we get, the more we can give to the players. Thanks a lot, guys. And we'll be back with our bracket play at 2:30. Thank you very much.